Hi, good morning everyone. It's Leanne Boyd. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope you've had a good week, and I hope all the mums out there had a lovely Mother's Day. I know I certainly did. I got spoilt and it was a great day. It kind of wore me out actually, but it's great to be recognised and appreciated on that very special day. So today I'd like to talk to you all about betrayal and what's the difference between betrayal and hurt. And it's been a long journey for me, or it was until I became a creatrix transformologist, and I'll share a little bit of that journey with you today. But I just like to run through. It's something that runs deep in women, particularly betrayal, and no one ever really likes to admit they've been betrayed. Betrayal runs really deep within our heart, within our soul, and it tends to be a really deep, impactful emotion because we don't like to think we've been betrayed. We push it to the back and we push it down deep inside our subconscious mind, and it becomes settled there as we try and pick ourselves up and get on with life. It can be quite traumatic for some people, and it can be so distressing that it actually can cause an effect on the brain as like OCD and PTSD, so post-traumatic stress disorder. So my journey with betrayal was over many years, and during the course of becoming a creatrix transformologist, I was able to release lots of emotions. I released hurt and anger and resentment and feeling let down and a sense of loss and grief, and I didn't trust anyone anymore, and I had really intense feelings of not being good enough. I felt violated. Sometimes in the course of my life, when I had been betrayed, it was actually quite shockful to feel that, because you think, how could they do that to me? How could they hurt me so badly? And then it left me with so much self-doubt, lack of trust. Even I had to admit one day that I actually felt hate, and that's a really, really strong word. And as little girls, we're brought up to and told that hate is a really bad emotion and we shouldn't feel it, particularly little girls. Oh no, we can dislike, but we can't feel hate. But God damn it, when we feel really betrayed and that really comes into our being. We actually hate that person that's betrayed us for a while. It becomes so deep. We almost feel violated. And then that comes along with a lack of confidence, and it comes in everything we do. It brings constant head chatter into our head. Why did this happen? Why did they do that to me? What if I did this? That could have done, we could have done that better, or maybe I wasn't good enough. And we have this morbid, it kind of was almost like a morbid self-obsession, really, a preoccupation for what has happened to us, how we've been wronged, and it damages our self-esteem, and it can be life-altering for us. It comes into, if we hold on to that betrayal, it comes into our actions and our reactions towards something. We no longer feel like we can grasp opportunities. We start looking for the negative. What if that happens? What if it doesn't turn out? Look at what happened last time. We become really obsessed with it, really, and it comes into everything that we do, and even everything we say. We even think to ourselves, I have to be careful what I say because of what happened last time. You tend to not want to be yourself. It's really, really a deep, impactful, betrayal leaves a deep, impactful impression in our whole self. It's different to hurt. Like, we can feel hurt. Hurt's part of betrayal, but we can feel hurt over something, and then we can just get on with it and think, okay, well, that happened, and I'm a little bit hurt about that, or that cheesed me off a bit, or that didn't turn out how I wanted it, but we kind of get on with it, don't we? But betrayal is really, really deep. It cuts right to our core. So, as I mentioned before, when I was going through the whole process of becoming a creatrix transformologist. Now that course cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to train and to be able to break women through past all their emotional blocks and to be able to take control of their life in a easy, fun, carefree way. But I tell you what, to get rid of that one emotion of betrayal was worth every cent, and I would have paid double because it was so impactful on me. As I said, I skirted around all these other emotions, but I still felt like there was something stuck. And betrayal does keep us stuck in our life. Even though I did all these other emotions, hurt, anger, resentment, all of the above, I did lots and lots and lots. I still never felt like I was completely over something. And then one of my sister transformologists said to me, "You've got betrayal. That's what it is." And I went, well, probably. I don't want to admit that, but yeah, looking back over my life, I think that's probably what I do have is betrayal, because I can't seem to get past anything else. And so we did betrayal, and it was so freeing. It was so freeing. I went, oh my God, that's exactly what it was. If we don't get rid of betrayal, we can become so fearful of everything and wary of everything and everyone. If we don't move it on, ultimately it's going to affect our health. I did a 3-day course with Ian Gawler, who runs a cancer retreat down in Melbourne, and he is a cancer survivor. And during the course of the 3-day course that I did, he said, what do you think is the one emotion that runs deep in nearly all the people that come to my cancer retreat? And everyone was putting their hand up going anger, resentment, and I put my hand up because I've had this experience. I put my hand up and I said, I think the number one emotion that puts people where they are when they come to your retreat is betrayal. And he said, that's exactly right, because nobody ever wants to admit they've been betrayed. It's so hard to admit that. I kind of want to get a little bit of engagement of everybody who watches this video, and comment below and be open about it, because being open about it is the first step to starting to feel like you're going to move forward from betrayal. Just pop a comment below and say, yes, that's me. Kind of a little bit like the Me Too campaign, but on a different level. Just say, yes, me too, I've been betrayed. And just have an open discussion about that, because that is one of the as I said, one of the first steps to healing is to admit that you've been betrayed. It was one of mine. I never wanted to admit that I'd been betrayed. It was kind of a blight on myself. But when I was able to admit that, yeah, hell yeah, I've been betrayed. It was even admitting that and thinking back over all the times I've had in my life, it was a really healing moment. Okay, well, yes, I've been betrayed in my life. Now let's get down to shifting that bugger out of my system. And for women, it runs exceptionally deep, because we tend to burn emotion, deep emotion, into every experience that we have, whether it be positive, happy, or whether it be negative, and cause us sadness. And when we burn that emotion into that moment, it gives us memory of that moment. And that's how women have such good memories, is because we remember how we felt at that moment, when we were happy, when we were sad, when we were kicked in the guts. We remember, and that emotion is stored in our memory. And then when we go through life and have experiences, those emotions get triggered, and they come vroom, right back up into our conscious mind thinking. And if we've had a bad experience, then that trigger can cause us to react with anger, rage. It can cause us to really become frustrated with what's happening around us. So yeah, and we become stuck, if you like to call it, stuck in the bad moments in our life, and it's very, very hard to move on. Some of the things we can do to get past it, they're all conscious mind activities that we can do. We can choose to simply forgive. Once again, we can practice that for a while, and hopefully that we're not triggered by something that's going to come straight back up into our actions again. So we can regain faith in ourselves, which we should anyway. There's nothing wrong with us. We're great the way we are. We just have these little incidents on the way in our life that cause us to have these glitches in our psyche and in our feelings, in our emotions, and the way we respond to things. Sorry, I got a little bit of tight throat this morning. Maybe because I'm talking about this actually, because as I said, it was really, really deep in my soul and in my heart. It took me a while to get over it until I was able to do the creatrix transformation and get that sucker out of there. We can detach from people we don't trust, which is one of the things I did too. We move away from the people that hurt us. We don't need to be around those people anymore. We obviously don't share the same views in life. So, yeah, kick those people to the curb, if you like, in a kind way, and then move on. Move away from the people that are causing you angst. And seek out successful people. Seek out people who are going to raise you up and lift you up and support you in good, heartfelt ways that you can, lean on a little bit in your life, particularly when you're getting yourself back together from a moment where you felt betrayed. Look after your health. Exercise. Exercise is always going to relieve any stress that you have. And when you exercise, you not only feel stronger in yourself, but on a physical sense, because you're exercising and you're doing cardio and probably weights and giving yourself strength, but you also, that transfers over into your emotional strength as well, and you start to feel stronger within yourself as a person with whatever you do. And you can embark on service to others. One of the ways of coming out of despair in any way is to go and help someone else. And, it's a win-win situation. You feel good for yourself because you've helped someone, and they feel good because you've come and helped them. But the other way is to take time out. You can go on a holiday, go on a trip away, go and do something that makes you feel good. And but sometimes when you do that, that's a short-term solution too, because when you come back and you slot back into your own situation, those feelings can still jump right back into your head and into your body and into your feelings, and you can just kick off on that cycle again. So yeah, thanks Carrie for watching. I hope you're getting a lot out of this. But I just want you to know that just do something to try and move those emotions on. Do something positive. Surround yourself with the people that you know will support you. You may even find it hard to trust them, but just put yourself out there and be open with them, with your feelings. We can experience betrayal in so many different levels in our life. In the workplace, amongst friends, amongst family, in romantic relationships, even in the corporate arena. We can experience betrayal on many, many levels. And I'm just imploring with you today to sort of cut yourself some slack and go look back over the things that have really hurt you, if you're still feeling that hurt, and go, well, God damn it, yes, I was betrayed. And then be open with yourself. And as I said, that's the first step to healing. I'm going to continue this next week, this talk about betrayal, and we're going to deep dive into it a little bit more. I just want to touch on it today. But I just want you to know that as long as you harbour hate and anger against others, your personal experiences in life will always be stifled, because you're always going to have that what if, remember what happened last time, those types of things that come into your life. And I didn't step into opportunities that were offered to me. I didn't progress in the way that I wanted to progress. And I certainly didn't trust people in the way I really wanted to trust them after my experiences in life, because I had betrayal on many levels. I had betrayal amongst friends, amongst family, in my workplace, and I really started to think, what's wrong with me? Whereas that wasn't the case at all. It was just they weren't my type of people. And even with family, you know, just because blood runs in our veins, it's not always the case. You know, family can also topple, whatever you like to call it, over the edge and in a sense of betrayed. And sometimes family can even be the worst, because they will take you for granted, because you know you're always meant to be there, and sometimes you just can't be there in that instance. So please comment below and reach out to me. Happy to have a chat. If you want to private message me and to have a little chat about anything that you're feeling, any experience that you've had, I'm more than open. Just drop a little message in the PM, or drop a message below, and I'll contact you, or you can contact me, and we can chat in private about your experiences and how, if I can help you anymore. Well, I know I can help you with Creatrix, because it's just the end all, and it will really shift any feelings along. And it's fast, it's long lasting, it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's such an easy ride past all these emotions. So yeah, it certainly was for me, and I know of other women who have managed to sail on by these really deep-seated emotions of betrayal through Creatrix. So that's it for me. So Leanne Boyd, founder of Fearlessly Free Women, and everything I do is designed to help you. So as I said, please reach out. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back next week, and I'll continue this segment on betrayal, because, as I said, it's huge, and it's particularly huge for women, because we really tend to hang on to that emotion. So just wanted to really touch on it today, and I hope to see you back here again next week. Have a great week and weekend until next Tuesday, when I'm back here to helping you move forward again. So thank you very much, and have a great week. Bye.